If you received the SBA EIDL loan during COVID or any time after, then you want to watch this video. They have decided to stop collections, and then there are more pieces of information that you want to be aware of just in order to have more business funding options, and then also ways that you can maneuver around this new piece of information. During COVID, the EIDL loan was given to small businesses. If you did receive a loan that was under $100,000, they have decided to stop sending those to collections. So if for whatever reason you did not pay on it, they are not sending it to collections. But you also want to be aware that this is not necessarily like a loan forgiveness. This is not a forbearance. They were doing forbearance during the COVID time. I believe they gave about 2 years for you to start paying on it. And being that time has come, now people were responsible to start paying on their loans. But if the loan was $100,000 or less, they have decided not to send your business to collections. SBA is still on the lookout for any loans that they feel may be fraudulent or whatever the case might be, especially loans exceeding $500,000 that have been flagged as potentially fraudulent. And then if any borrower holds multiple loans that collectively altogether those loans exceed $100,000, the SBA will continue to send those to collections, because I know some people had multiple loans for different businesses. Let's say you had a loan for $75,000 and another loan for $75,000. They're going to put it all together, even if they were two different businesses, which still comes to $150,000 because it exceeds the $100,000 limit. So those will still be sent to collections. This is an article basically them explaining everything that they have decided to do. What I just mentioned about exceeding the $100,000, anything less than that, they are not sending to collections. And I do want to mention that if you go into your SBA portal, let's say you're able to pay, but you're only able to pay a certain amount, you can go into your SBA portal and they have a hardship option. And then under the hardship option, you can pay less. I know some people are paying as small as $25 a month. I mean, it's not much, but at least if you're going through a hardship, but you want to make sure you can continue to pay your SBA EIDL loan, then go into your portal and look under your payment options. There's going to be an option that says hardship. You just fill out the form and you can do everything online, and then they give you the option of the minimum you can pay every single month. So definitely go ahead and check that out. I did look up some other options for anybody that does have the EIDL loan, but they want to know what other options are available. So it says, what happens to EIDL loans if the business closes? And for this particular question, if your business closes and your EIDL loan was less than $25,000, in that case, your business was not required to provide any type of collateral or personal guarantee. According to this article, again, this is all at your own discretion. I will put the links down below. Smaller loans like this, SBA cannot do much if your business closes because there was no collateral and there was no personal guarantee. They say that the government may seize federally held assets like income tax refunds, but they will not be able to seize your personal funds or assets owned by the business. If your loan was more than $25,000 but less than $200,000, it says at this level, the SBA did require collateral from your business and they could put a blanket lien on all company assets. So you definitely read into that further. And then also they give the option that if the SBA loan was more than $200,000, a personal guarantee was required. So that means that if the business can't make payments, the business owner is financially responsible. You know, I talk about personal guarantee a lot on this channel. If for some reason you ever give a personal guarantee, just understand that you are always putting yourself and your personal assets at risk when you do a personal guarantee. And speaking of personal guarantee, make sure you guys definitely go ahead and check out my ebook on building business credit. If you still need to get business funding, I will put the information in the comments down below. That's how I was able to open up my party store and other businesses. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. Another question, am I personally liable for my EIDL loan? So again, like I mentioned, there for any loans under the $200,000 does not require a personal guarantee. So again, if you did not provide a personal guarantee, I would say look at your EIDL loan documents. On there, it should clearly state for you, because you did have to sign an agreement before they sent you the money, if you provided any type of personal guarantee. If you did not, if you can't pay it back, it should show you what the consequences are in your paperwork. So if you are worried or you're trying to figure that out, I always recommend going back to your loan documents. They should also be in your SBA portal where you can go over that information. Another question that's listed here is, does SBA ever forgive EIDL loans? It says that the COVID EIDL loans are not eligible for forgiveness and must be repaid in full, but borrowers can take advantage of a 30-month payment deferral period that begins on the loan date. So I know that time has passed for majority of people. if you have not used your full 30 months, maybe check into that option. See if that's something, that you will want to look into. And again, the EIDL loan was separate from like the PPP loans, right? And that's why the PPP loans were able to be forgiven versus the EIDL loans. I did want to go over this one as well. So it does say determine the best way to handle your SBA EIDL loan if your business is closing. So if you don't fall within the other options I gave above, or if you do fall within one of the options and it still says that you are personally liable, or they can still come after you and based on what you have, and you want to maybe speak to someone, I would say maybe find a local lawyer. This is just an article that I found online, but it's called lanelaw.com. I would just say consult with the lawyer in order to get the best professional help. In the case that you do, this is just an option that's on their website. They mention bankruptcy, and they do say if the business is closed or closing, bankruptcy might be the best option to ensure that an SBA EIDL loan does not affect your personal finances any more than it has to. So that just tells you, again, this is a lawyer website that this is on, that lawyers can give you the best direction when it comes to this if you're not sure what might be affected. But again, remember, go back to your loan documents and look up your loan agreement. In your loan agreement, it does list if there was any personal guarantee, if, what are the consequences if you don't pay it back and things like that. Also keep in mind that, again, the collections they have stopped the collections for $100,000 or less. If at the time, maybe your loan was $25,000 or $20,000, they might have said collections in there because at the time that did apply. But remember, again, on the SBA website, they do mention that they are halting collections for loans $100,000 or less. But still, I would say just read your documents and see what can apply and what doesn't based on this new information. I will put the links down below for this particular website as well as the law website. And if you're interested, don't forget to check out my ebook on building business credit if you do need business funding as an option. That's always going to be around. That has been around from, for the longest time. It's a guaranteed way to fund your business, and that's how I've been able to fund my party store, fund other businesses. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. If you guys have any questions, again, don't forget to comment down below your questions. I'm answering your questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.